Hi there, Aquarius. Welcome to your end of March 2025 General Tarot Update. It's Raina here. Before I begin, I just wanted to give a little update on my second channel. I announced in my last set of videos that I was going to migrate to a new channel just for the tarot, and I did a few readings with that. That's why I'm doing yours here for, as one of the first ones, because I didn't, finish that series, the mid-month series. So the update is that I will be keeping one set of tarot readings here just to keep with the theme of the type of private readings that I offer, because tarot is one of them. And since this is my main channel, I do want to maintain that connection to tarot, but I'm going to be like doing a lot more. I've always felt like kind of, leery about like spamming people who love astrology and don't care about the tarot with a lot of tarot readings. And I'll be able to just kind of do that. The other channel, I'll be able to do a lot more just tarot. And so if you are really into the tarot, please check out this other channel. I'll try to remember to put the link, but I've been having trouble like actually having the literal link. So I just been saying it. You can put @readings by Raina, Raina, into the YouTube search box and it'll come up, or Tarot Alchemy by Raina Moon is the official title of it. Again, I'll try to put it below, but I'm really kind of doing it on the down low because of, things going on with YouTube. So I'm not really wanting to just shout it from the rooftops by putting it, in a prominent place on my channel information, and at least just yet. So if you like it, check it out. This deck is called Flower Child Tarot. It's my latest deck. I think I got it a couple of weeks ago, and I've been, really enjoying it. Nice cardstock, by the way. If you know about those things. Oh, there's your card. But in the challenge position, so that's kind of interesting. I have my own theories about that. Okay. Here we go. How many major arcana cards did I get? 3. It's a pretty good percentage. The major arcana is really indicative of major events happening, major shifts. So the more, the merrier if you're looking for change in your life. The heart of the matter is the 10 of Cups. This is a card of happily ever after. Interestingly, this deck is faithful to Rider-Waite. Of course, Rider-Waite doesn't have like giant mice or rats on there. But I noticed they don't have like a rainbow. They have, the equivalent. It looks like more like a sun with the cups there and stuff like that. So this card can be, the pot at the end of the rainbow, which sounds very fairy tale-esque, doesn't it? This is a card of marriage, family harmony, things like that. Number 10, from what I understand, is connected to family, but also 10 is the number of completion of a cycle. So, or you could say the culmination of something. So there could be some developments with something that I would say, since it's cups, it would be something emotional, like getting married or committing to someone when you might have been resistant and you kind of finally succumb to it. I don't know, something along those lines perhaps. In the past position, we have the Temperance card, which is connected to Sagittarius and connected to the idea of the spiritual and the material in conjunction. So the foot on the rock, the foot in the water, representing the material and the spiritual, and being able to balance those things. And like Aquarius is a sign that I think sometimes can be ungrounded, also because you're air. There's like that airy quality. When people say somebody is an airhead, they're kind of deriding them for being spaced out, that kind of thing. And yet, Aquarius is the mad scientist, the genius who is ahead of their time. And yet, sometimes a person like that can forget where they put their keys, or they might have these brilliant ideas, but their practical side is like severely lacking. And so it makes it hard to navigate this world. And with the Ten of Cups, this is about family life, but family life isn't all, you know, rainbows and popsicles. It's also some, material matters. And so that's what puts a lot of strain, on families, is the material side of life. It might be in some cases that the person is looking for the type of income, the type of work that is going to align with their level of consciousness. And that makes perfect sense. But in the meantime, if they do have a family, or if they are joining forces with someone else, they may feel the sense of even pressure sometimes that they have to, get it together. So you may have been dealing with that. It's an interesting thing. I'm trying to think if I know your Aquarius people who fall into that category. Well, maybe not necessarily personally, but I would imagine that there are some who feel this way. And I also think that some of that comes from rebelliousness about fitting into the system. I want to be outside of the system. And, I can totally relate to that. But the system, at least to some degree, if we live on this earth, we're going to have some interaction with it, whether we like it or not. And anyway, the higher message is the Ace of Swords. This is a card of clarity, mental clarity, and your swords, being a air sign, and it gives that the type of mental clarity allows people to start moving forward in a certain direction, because they understand where they're going now. Maybe the path was a little bit murky to you, but now you get it. You get the memo. What crosses you is a star card, your own card. It's funny, I think somebody that was following me pointed out, and of course this isn't the same deck. And I just realized the Temperance card is actually doing what the Star card usually does, is with the water. And this one, the Star card is just pouring it into the thing. So that wasn't, holding up these two cards isn't going to illustrate that. But this card is about faith in unseen forces, like being able to take action without knowing what is going to transpire in the physical. And also, just believing that in possibilities. And I think because it's blocked, you might have that cynical mindset. And look to where your Mercury is. Is it in Capricorn? Is it in Pisces? If it's in Capricorn, it could be cynical. It could be trying to be realistic, but it's actually pessimistic. If it's in Pisces, it could be worry. It could be like learned helplessness. Oh, this happened to me when I was young. Like if you're in between jobs, I don't think that this is going to work. Even if something good has happened, that the Ten of Cups clearly shows. I mean, if you have found what you think is your life partner, you might be going, but what about when we have kids? I mean, I don't think, that's going to put stress on us. You know, I don't think we're going to last. And then already anticipating the worst. So it's one of those things where good things may be happening to you, and if you can't trust in it, you may be like nervous, like when is the other shoe going to drop? This is definitely not going to last. What's coming in? The Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of the Farmer's card, investing your energy into something and seeing if it's paying off. Now, she's got her hand on her forehead, which to me suggests that she's been gardening and trying to really promote this garden, but with pentacles, it's connected to the material resources. So maybe starting a business. And she's really putting a lot into that, but is she getting the results? And it's so funny because I immediately thought of, starting that second channel and how YouTube is nowadays compared to 10 years ago when I started this channel. And it was so easy to grow an audience, like TikTok. That's why, some people go to TikTok, because there's a feeling you get when you don't feel like you are, and this comes from this idea of freedom, when you don't feel like you're being, where you're unfettered, where you can be allowed to just attract people to you, and it just comes with ease. But when it feels like there's this manipulation and there's this hoop jumping, and you have to do this and you have to do that, and it can kind of like really dampen people's motivation and their creativity. And that's where the Star card comes in. You have to believe in yourself, because there are still people making it on YouTube, even though they're starting now, when there's a lot of hoops that you have to jump through. And so it's like, I think about like the Star card, the people who they just make those videos over and over again. Maybe they're getting 10 people, maybe they're getting 30, and yet they believe that they're going to grow an audience and they're going to just keep persevering. That's the kind of vibe that we're talking about. And the Seven of Pentacles is assessing that progress. And that's an important part of it, because if you just kind of are throwing resources at something, or you're giving your attention to someone or something, and it doesn't give you any kind of return, then what does that say about it? But you have to give it time. You can't just bail right away. But see, Aquarius is a fixed sign, so I think out of anything, you're less likely to bail, but that's not necessarily good, because sometimes sometimes you do have to kind of switch your approach and not just keep going blindly down a road that isn't yielding itself to you after you've tried and tried. And you might be tempted to just keep imposing your will on the universe. But that's not what the Seven of Pentacles. It's still in that process of evaluation. The outcome card is a Judgment card. And it's obviously there could be a legal connection to this card, but other than that, I would say the idea of believing in yourself. I think that's coming very true. You may have lost the ability to really trust that, good things are possible for yourself, and that you can give them to yourself, because maybe, just maybe, you have experienced something where um, you didn't get what you wanted. You didn't have the happily ever after that the Ten of Cups promised. And maybe that did leave you a little bit jaded. The Judgment card is about rebirth. And with Pluto in your sign now for good, I mean, for the duration of its transit, you're going to undergo major transformations if you are open to change in your basic self. And this can affect all areas of your life, including your love life. So the belief in unseen forces is important so that you can feel that you're on the right path, even when evidence seems to be contradicting that. Alrighty then, Aquarius, I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a private reading, I do private tarot readings, chart interpretations, transit readings for the next 12 months, and I have a combination of all three called the whole enchilada. If you would like all of those types of my services in one, and it's for a discounted price, buying 3 readings at one time. And I have those readings separately. I have career readings, love readings, looking at a child's natal chart to see, not predictive, but just to see what kind of temperament they have. If you feel like you don't understand your child's motivations, maybe I can shed new light on that. You can find out more information at the link below. Thanks for watching. Bye.